We got this light set up over here. Let me know if it looks any better, or maybe you prefer to see less. But either way, we got this fancy light set up. We're drinking the homemade pre-workout. The guy should be over soon. But we're just going to hop on. Do some talking before we practice. So almost 4:30. I'm guessing Brian is going to be first. We'll probably show up 4:50. That's my guess right now. I haven't checked the group chat in a little bit, so I think it's just Brian, Bill, and new guy Nick. So it should be a good practice. But this could be, we could talk about pretty much anything, you know. Practice is going to be filmed, but it's going to be the members only video. So if you want to see practice, you're going to have to become a member of STONEtv. There's a whole bunch of good things out there. With becoming a member, you get to watch the only place on earth to watch a Dungeon Super Series, the first one ever. There's 9 incredible matches. You also, as long as you're a member, you get a 5% discount on all Team Stone merchandise. As long as you're a member, you can use that anytime you want. What's up, Brian? We'll see you soon. I don't know if you saw my guess, but I guess you'll be here first, probably 4:50. That's my guess. So I think it's me, you, Bill, and new guy Nick. If I'm not mistaken, maybe Mike will show up. I know he's busy with all the stone walls he's building and all the pathways and all that good stuff. Let's see, we got a Josh. We got another Josh in the chat. What's up, man? Let's see. Brian says pretty accurate, I think, because I'm about to leave now. Yeah, it should be good. Josh asked what I'll do for $500. I'll do some arm wrestling. Because if you don't know, Josh, this is an arm wrestling channel. We do some arm wrestling. After this live, we're going to have a members only video. Full arm wrestling practice from start to finish. So it's going to be good. So that being said, if you guys got arm wrestling questions, let me know. I'll be happy to answer some arm wrestling questions, maybe even some powerlifting questions. Well, I'm spilling my drink over here. So if you guys are wondering why the table smells lemony, it's because I spilled some drink. What's up, Sailor? Thanks for letting us use the car Sunday. We buffed out all the dents, so you shouldn't be able to notice any dents. You know, we buffed them all out. But it was good. Laurel, what's up, Laurel? She says, hello, Nick. Long time no see. Laurel says, yeah, I smelled that. It was strong. 2 lemons. That's why there's 2 lemons in here. The juice of 2 lemons. And a whole bunch of seeds. I don't know if you can see the seeds. A whole bunch. Oh, there they are. A whole bunch of seeds in there. But yeah, what do you guys want to talk about? The guys will probably be over a little before 5. So, is there anything you guys want to talk about? Let me know. Um, Julian, what's up, man? Sailor says, I heard you had a very productive practice in Jersey. Absolutely. It was very, very productive. Um, yeah, some horsepower there. So Laurel says, have you ever tried ginger shots? I don't think so. I mean, I've eaten, raw ginger before. Is that what it is? Is that what a ginger shot is? It's just raw ginger or what is it? What is that? Sailor says some big guys over there. Yeah, definitely. Got some big guys, especially if you compare it to our team average, like Connecticut team body weight average it's I mean, I'm no mathematician, but I would say it's definitely, probably around 170 versus Jersey's practice. The average body weight was probably 220, 240. So they got some big guys, Laurel says, yes, it helps cleanse you out. Yeah, the ginger is good. It tastes pretty good. It's like if you put a lot of it, it becomes like kind of spicy or something. I mean, not like spicy hot, but like the ginger itself. But yeah, it's good stuff. I used to put it in my protein shakes and stuff. But yeah, it's definitely good. It's definitely good stuff. So Laurel says, yes, it is. Yeah, it's definitely good. It's like a root, isn't it? Isn't it like a root or something? Or it grows like a root or something? So Julian says, I get some burning in the back of my right shoulder when I do a lot of rows. I think it's rotator cuff. I have injured it yet, but it seems to get a little inflamed. Have you heard of that? Oh yeah, man. It could be a couple things. It could be the rotator cuff. If you don't know, there's 4 muscles to it. So when people say the rotator cuff, there's different areas. Front, back, bottom, side. 4 different muscles. So it could be 4 different causes. I'm not saying that this is what it is, but what it could be is the maybe the infraspinatus. If you look into the muscle infraspinatus, and maybe the subscap. I always mix them up because the words are in Latin. Yeah, maybe if you look up the rotator cuff muscles, you can kind of figure out which one, because maybe there's a weakness in there. Maybe there's a overdevelopment on one side and a weakness on one side. But yeah, I've definitely heard of that before. The shoulder pain. Is it underneath your shoulder blade? Like, do you feel like it's underneath the shoulder blade, like the bone, or do you feel like it's on top, like closer to the surface? Laurel says, "What did you do today?" So today, this morning, before the live, we had some clients early morning, so we trained some people. We got some gains. We did the pre-lift live. I got my recovery workout in. From there on, I had one more client, and then from there, I messed around with a bunch of technology. Josh, that camera guy, gave me a whole bunch of stuff. So we were, he was helping me out with it. We were working. So that's why I don't know if you can notice, I got this light. I don't know if it looks brighter or not, but I got this light, this fancy light that mounts on top of a tripod. So it was a pretty productive day. It was a good day. And it's not even over yet, So we got the guys coming over. We still got practice. And there's still a whole bunch of stuff, How about you? What did you do today, Laurel? So Sailor says, I drink ginger tea all the time. Great to lower blood pressure. I combat the spiciness with lemon. That's definitely a good idea. Some lemon and ginger is probably a nice mix. I think I was using like vanilla protein powder and mixed with ginger. I think that's what, I can't remember, but I think that was pretty good. Let's see. Julian says it's like close to my rear delt, but I don't think it's my shoulder because I don't get it on shoulder day. Yeah, it could be. It's tricky, because the shoulder itself, like, there's so many muscles that, like, even though, depending on how you look at it, you can say that some of the shoulder muscles are back muscles. Like, for instance, one of the tricep muscles helps with shoulder work. You know what I mean? So it's hard to say. It could be the shoulder, even though if you're not, when you're pressing, you don't feel pain. It could be, part of the shoulder that's stabilizing when you do a pull. It could be, that. Oh wow, $20 from Sailor. Oh, thank you very much, Sailor. That's awesome. That's awesome. That might be the biggest super chat so far, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I'm wrong. So let's see. Laurel says that's good to hear. She says I actually worked. I'm off. Have stuff to get done later too. All right. Good luck with the stuff later. Hopefully it's fun stuff. Laurel says win. Sailor Jones, absolutely. Oh, that's why Sailor says it's because I'm not making it to practice tonight, and she wants to stay on the team. Be careful with that, because the next one, we know the rules, it doubles. That's funny. Laurel says, thank you. Absolutely, anytime. But that's funny. That's funny. So let's see, it's 4:40, so we probably got about 10 to 20 minutes before the guys show up. Brian says, Terry's minor was my problem. Yeah, the old Terry's minor. Some people like to call it the Lat's little helper. And if you don't know what I mean by that, look up the Terry's minor and you'll see it right underneath the lat, so that's why people call it the Lat's little helper. Fun fact for you. Julian says it doubles, LO. It definitely doubles every time. It starts off at, I don't know where it started, 5, then 10, then 20, then 40, then 80, then 160. Then things start really getting crazy. Laurel says, okay, well, I got to go. Take care. Bye. Thanks for hopping on while you can. Maybe you see you tomorrow. Maybe we'll see you in the members only video. Sailor says, bye, Laurel. You're a loyal watcher. Absolutely. She's in almost every day, if I'm not wrong, if I'm not mistaken. So I appreciate you guys watching. All right, so let's see. R-Man says, respect from Kurdistan. If I said that right, thank you very much for the respect. Kurdistan sounds like it's a place that they're pretty good at arm wrestling. Maybe I'm wrong, but is there a big arm wrestling community in Kurdistan? I don't think I've ever actually heard of that place before. Laurel says, thank you all so much. Absolutely. Anytime. Anytime. Appreciate you watching. Because it helps out. You know, it definitely helps out. I don't know if you guys heard that, but that was my elbow popped. I don't know if you guys could hear that on the screen. Sailor says, is it near Kazakhstan? Maybe that's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking, but I'm not the best with geography. Decent, but more of an arm wrestler. Maybe our man could tell us, you know, where's your country near? Because we would like to know. Oh, gotta get rid of those lemon seeds. So Armin says, Kurdistan is a region in Iraq. We are Kurdish, not Arab. All right, I didn't know that. Now I know. That's cool. That's cool. You're definitely the first person from Kurdistan to join STONEtv. So thanks for watching. I appreciate you spending your time with us. And that being said, if you got any arm wrestling questions, let me know. You know, maybe this is your first time hearing about arm wrestling. You know, maybe you got some questions. Sailor says geography gains. Definitely true. That's definitely a PR right there. How can you guys notice a difference with the light? I think at least I can. You know, it looks, you can definitely see more of the top of my face. With, you know, I mean, before the hat hides it. You know what I mean? But can you guys notice a difference with the light? You know, yeah, I guess yeah, it's got to be a big difference. Look at that. If I cover the light, so we're stepping up. We're stepping up our production, and things are gonna step up even more. I could already tell. So say this is, oh yeah, now that you mention it, lighting gains, absolutely. That was a gift from Josh, that camera guy. So if you guys are looking for a nice channel to follow, to check out Josh, that camera guy 98. You got some nice videos. So Armin says, yes, because I'm just a bodybuilder. Do I want to know more about arm wrestling? I would say, of course. You know, bodybuilders, some of them do really good in the sport. Some of them take a little bit longer, but yeah, man, it's a fun sport. It's a fun sport. I used to be a power lifter before I was an arm wrestler. Now I'm an arm wrestler, so it's pretty fun. Brian says, yeah, it looks like a makeup tutorial with a little laughing face. Oh, good. That's what I was going for, to be honest. I saw one of those videos and I say, you know what? If they could do it, so can I. So check out the next member video when we put on some makeup. That's for members only. For members only. That's funny. At least we know what Brian watches in his free time. All those makeup tutorials. That's funny. That's funny. That's funny. Yeti is a fan of Subarus. He likes the Subaru cars. Well, that's what I think it says. That's it for the lemon seeds. All out of lemon seeds, which is good. Sailor thought that last joke was funny. It was good. I thought it was a good joke. Be careful, Yeti. We got a guy in the chat. He's a moderator. He should be here any minute. Be careful. He likes to drop the hammer down. Yeti says he likes lemon seeds. Oh, that's nice. That's interesting. And then he says he's a big fan of arm wrestling. Sailor has a little nice comment for Yeti. Makes sense though. That's pretty obvious. I agree with Sailor. But either way, I appreciate those comments. Let's see. What else can we talk about? Let's see. Brian and the guys should be here pretty soon. 4:49. So they should be here pretty soon. I'm going to hop off this, set up the next live, and then, but the next live is going to be for members only. That's going to be our full practice for members only. So, if, you know, I've probably said it a million times so far. So Sailor says, how do I become a mod? I could click this thing. I do this. And I think that's it. So I think we have a new moderator in the chat, someone we can trust, which is good. Sailor, aka Miss Sailor Jones. Yeti says he likes Canada. Oh, that's nice. It's got some nice people up there. Armin says, where are you from? I'm from the United States. Good old USA. Sailor says he's not here yet. He's talking about Josh. We were just on the phone, so it's only a matter of time. But I think I made Sailor. Oh, there we go. Now Sailor went from green to blue, so the green, so she's a member of the STONEtv. Now she's a member and a moderator. Yeti wants that same privilege, but you're gonna have to earn that, man. I'll tell you what, Yeti. How about you have to watch the channel consecutively for 3,331 days without missing a day, and then you'll get that spot. Whoops. My alarm's going off to let me know it's almost time to practice. Armin says, congratulations. Oh, don't piss off the new moderator. She's missing practice. She's got all this hopped up energy. She's just waiting to vent out on something. But be careful. I'm sure it's very addicting, putting people in timeout. So be careful. But let's see. Oh, and here is Brian. Brian is here. So want to hang out. I think there's like a 20-second delay, 30-second delay, so I'm going to give it 20 seconds. But I'm going to hop off, get everything situated for the next practice. But that being said, I appreciate everyone watching. Sailor says, tell Brian to tell you about his new training regimen. We talked about it on the ride to Jersey. Armin, to answer your question, it's in the chat. It's in the description, I mean. So if you want to look up that, definitely feel free. But, all right, guys, I got to get ready for the next, I got to set the next video, next live, get ready for practice. Let's see, it's 4:54. All right, guys, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.